Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Willette, and I have a story I would love to read to you. Now, I'm not sure if you know who this character is, but you're about to. Let's see. This story is called The Recess Queen, and this is written by Alexis O'Neill and illustrated by Laura Haliska Beath. Now, if you notice, this is the same character. Now, today what we're going to be looking at using your picture power is you're going to be looking at the expressions on all of the characters' faces. Now, this little girl, we can tell she is the main character of our story because already we've had 2 pictures of her. And look at that, she's got a crown that she seems to love because she is shining it. Let's see. Oh boy, let's take a look at her change of expression here. Now, how do you think this little girl feels? It's a little tricky because she's got a smile. Let's see. All right, boys and girls, here we go. Mean Jean was recess queen, and nobody said any different. Nobody swung until Mean Jean swung. Nobody kicked until Mean Jean kicked. Nobody bounced until Mean Jean bounced. Look at their expressions. Use that picture power, boys and girls. If kids ever crossed her, she'd push 'em and smush 'em and lollapaloosh 'em, hammer 'em, slammer 'em, kick and kajammer 'em. Say what? Mean Jean growled. Say who? Mean Jean howled. Say you. Just who do you think you're talking to? Mean Jean always got her way. Until one day. A new kid came to town. Katie Sue. A teeny kid. A tiny kid. A kid you might scare with a jump and a boo. Wow. Now look at their expressions and oh, look at hers. And even up here, the teacher has, welcome, Katie Sue. But when the recess bell went ringety-ring, this kid ran zingety-zing for the playground gate. Katie Sue swung before Mean Jean swung. Katie Sue kicked before Mean Jean kicked. Katie Sue bounced before Mean Jean bounced. The kid you might scare with a jump and a boo was too new to know about Mean Jean the Recess Queen. Well, Mean Jean bullied through the playground crowd. Like always, she pushed kids and smushed kids, lollapalooshed kids, hammered 'em, slammered 'em, kicked and kajammered 'em, as she charged after that Katie Sue. Well, there she goes. Say what? She growled. Say who? She howled. Say you. She snarled and grabbed Katie Sue by the collar. Nobody swings until Queen Jean swings. Nobody kicks until Queen Jean kicks. Nobody bounces until Queen Jean bounces. And she figured that would set the record straight. She figured wrong. Katie Sue talked back. Just as sassy as could be, she said, "How did you get so bossy?" Then that puny thing, that loony thing, grabbed the ball and bounced away. Oh, Katie Sue was one quick kid. She bolted quick as lightning. Bouncity, bouncity, bounce. Kickity, kickity, kick. Swingity, swingity, swing. Mean Jean thundered close behind. Bouncity, kickity, swingity. The recess queen was not amused. She raced and chased and in-your-faced that Katie Sue. No one spoke. No one moved. No one breathed. Then from her pack pulled Katie Sue a jump rope clean and bright. "Hey, Teeny Beanie," sang Katie Sue. "Let's try this jump rope out." Here's one thing true until that day. No one dared ask Mean Jean to play. But that Katie Sue just hopped and jumped and skipped away. "I like ice cream. I like tea. I want Jean to jump with me." Jean just gaped and stared as if too scared to move at all. So Katie Sue sang once more. "I like popcorn. I like tea. I want Jean to jump with me." Then, from the side, a kid called out, "Go, Jean, go!" And too surprised to even shout, Jean jumped in with Katie Sue. "I like cookies. I like tea. I want you to jump with me." The rope whizzed and slapped. Faster, faster, the rope spun and flapped. Faster, faster, till it caught in a tangled disaster. But they just giggled and jumped again. Well, now when recess rolls around, that playground's one great place. At the school bell's ringety ring, those two girls race zingety zing. Out the classroom door. Jean doesn't push kids and smush kids, lollapaloosh kids, hammer 'em, slammer 'em, kits and kajammer 'em, 'cause she's having too much fun rompity romping with her friends. Bouncity, kickity, swingity, hoppity, skippity, jumpity, ringity, zingity, yes. Okay, boys and girls, now that you used your picture power, we got to take a look at the expressions of the characters this time. So if you notice right off the bat, we haven't really started the story yet, and we already see what's going to happen. And even here we see her expression and their expression. If we picture walk this, we can actually see what the author's intending us to see. What we feel is probably how these kids would feel if we saw her. How do you feel seeing her right now? And as we went through our story, we noticed Katie Sue always had a smile on her face. Well, later we saw Jean running with that same angry expression. Until here, she's not quite sure. She looks kind of confused. Even more confused here, doesn't she? Until finally, one of her friends actually encourages her to jump in. Go, Jean, go! And take a look at her changed expression. Our character changed from being a very angry little girl to a very happy little girl. And take a look, that also affected the rest of the kids. They're also now happy too. And they're happy that they now have a friend. They don't have to be afraid, but they had a friend to begin with that they wanted her to be happy with them too. So, has there ever been a time where maybe you had a hard time either making a friend, or was there maybe a time when you saw somebody that didn't have a friend and you decided to be their friend? What did you do? So if you could make a connection and write that in your journal, have your mom send me a pic. You can send it in Dojo. All right? Think about it. All right, thanks, boys and girls. Have a great day. Bye.